In today's video, we're going to be talking explicitly about what I do personally as a business with wholesaling as far as my marketing strategy goes. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin Canup here with another video providing massive value and fire content like always for you guys. And so if you're new to the channel, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below. I post a lot of videos about real estate without any money, as well as a couple other business ventures you can easily start without any hard costs or anything like that. It's super easy to set up and whatnot. So anyways, today's video, I'm going to be talking about the marketing streams that I personally use inside of my own business that brings me leads to wholesale. So it's basically generating me seller leads, and out of those seller leads, we find motivated seller leads, and then we sign them up and sell them to a cash buyer. So the marketing streams that I use, it's kind of changed throughout since I started. So when I first started, if you aren't familiar with the OG story, basically I started up, I was putting out bandit signs, wasn't getting results, and then I posted a few Craigslist ads, forgot about them, and was about to do direct mail, and I ended up getting called up on some of my Craigslist ads, and it turned out into a deal where we ended up profiting like $25,000. I split that with a partner, and that's how I got started. So then as soon after I started doing direct mail, that's what I reinvested all my money into. And at the time we were doing, we'd spend like $1,000 on mail, and we get about, I want to say like 50 leads back from it. And so we were getting a lot of leads coming in. And if any of you guys are understanding of the numbers, it's between like 1 and 15 on a good day, between 1 and like 30 or 40 of those seller leads turns into a deal. So what happened, we were doing that for a long time. I want to say for the next like 6 months after that. We started in like November, and then we stopped doing it around like February or March. So the reason why we ended up stopping was because as we were doing it, the market just out here in my own market, because I was doing local wholesaling, I wasn't doing virtual. My own market, it just blew up. It just, like, the values of properties have gone up ridiculous this year. They've gone up like 20%. And it's just been increasing more and more. Houses are just going up ridiculous. Like, there was one house that we were doing a fix and flip with, and I was supposed to make $10,000, and my money literally doubled, and I had just like a small percentage of the profits of the fix and flip. I didn't do any work, and my money literally doubled on this deal. And so the same goes for the rest of the market. And with this, there's a lot of competition. Sellers know what their home's worth, and on top of that, they're getting hassled all the time with realtors and then other investors trying to pick up these properties and everything. So the market got really saturated as far as direct mail goes. So with this, we were doing it for a while. I want to say we spent maybe a total of almost like $10,000 in direct mail total, and that was, I want to say, like a 6 or 7x ROI off of that marketing strategy, that one marketing stream. And so with this, it's like the margins kept getting smaller and smaller. Like now, if I were to do direct mail, if I spent $1,000, I'd maybe get like 10 seller leads. So obviously there's still numbers to work with, but the margins, I wasn't liking it. And on top of that, we were running out of lists to mail just because Boise is only so big. So with that, we were kind of running out of lists. Obviously, I could resend the mailers and everything, but I decided to switch strategies up a little bit. So for a little bit of time, I was doing a few free strategies. Like I was posting up a little bit more Craigslist ads like I did before, just because I knew that worked before. So I posted a few, gotten a few seller leads off of it. And then on top of that, we've done other things like just talking to like Facebook groups. And so we've done a lot of like free traffic, as well as a lot of like referral side of things. I built up a lot of relationships with different brokers, realtors, and other investors in the area, and I'm starting to get more and more referrals, so I'm not really having to pay that much for my marketing costs. So on top of that, I've been recommended all the time to just try doing cold calling. So for the longest time, I kept putting it off, and I was just like, we don't want to do cold calling. And then I started to get my virtual assistant to do it, and it just wasn't consistent whatsoever. It was kind of like I wouldn't say necessarily a failure, but it was something that I learned from. And with that experience and the knowledge, I decided recently, in like I want to say like the last couple of weeks, I decided that I'm gonna go back into trying and attempting cold calling. So we did like a whole interviewing process, and I did this all through social media. So it was cool. I didn't have to go through Upwork, and we're gonna we paid a lot of money for someone to teach us their cold calling perspective and exactly how they bring in the leads. And then from that expertise and the knowledge that we've acquired, we're gonna train somebody, and we're going to teach them how to do it, and then we're going to try it out. So we're going to start off, I want to say like 20 hours a week, and we're going to experiment how that goes inside of the market and everything. So we're going to try these different lists. We're going to try different skip tracers and everything. So we skip trace leads before, but we're going to go all in with it, and we're going to just try it out and see how it goes. So it's kind of an interesting perspective exactly how my marketing's changed. But I've been kind of adapting a little bit with the environment and exactly how things have been going. And it's just, I would say it's a little bit of adversity that I've been facing as far as the market goes. And that's kind of my own problem and my own fault. I could have just gone to some other market, become very experienced and knowledgeable with it. But I really just want to try to stick in my market. I still do a few virtual deals here and there that I'm trying to work on, and other stuff like that. But I really want to invest in my own market and in my own county and whatnot, and really just try to take it over. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm sitting. We're experimenting a lot of different stuff, and you kind of have to keep changing. If you keep sticking with what you're doing currently, and then you start to not, like, your results get less and less, then at that point, that's where you start to lose out. That's where companies close and you start not getting the results and everything. So, I mean, I could have kept doing direct mail, but I don't know. I felt like, I don't know, this was kind of like a mindset thing. I just felt like I was spending way too much to make the amount of money that I was making. And obviously we still have a lot of leads that we follow up with and everything. So that was a nice part of it, is we still have these leads. We don't lose them. We still have people to follow up with. We still have people that are willing to sell their property, and some of them are going to be motivated from previous times. But we're going to try changing it up a little bit. And what really helped me out versus everybody else is keeping consistent. So consistency is really important as far as whatever marketing stream that you're doing. You got to give it an honest try. So we're going to, like I said, if we ever try something, we're going to give it our God's honest attempt and be very consistent with it and see how the results are going. Even if we don't close any deals or anything, but we're getting a ton of seller leads, then that's something I'm going to evaluate over just looking at the expenditure side of things. So anyways, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on my business and how it's going. Don't worry, I still wholesale deals. I just keep it a little bit more low key. I usually like to just talk about the subject. I really don't like talking about the deals just because I made a mistake one time and then I got in trouble for it. So for making a video on the deal and everything. So maybe I will do a few videos on the numbers and maybe a few case studies, but I kind of keep that for some of the more like closed group things, like some of the people that are that I have your email and everything. I send those to those types of people if you're on one of my email lists. But on top of that, maybe I do it in like a few live trainings here and there. So I really don't like sharing that information. I gotta kind of keep it a little low key. But at the same time, it's just kind of, I feel like it'd probably do better for my channel. But anyways, I just want to give you guys pure value and content. Maybe I'll even bring a few people on that can talk about their deals, so I don't have to talk about mine. But anyways, so thank you guys all for watching today's video. If you haven't already, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below. We're growing phenomenally inside of my YouTube channel and everything. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And we've been uploading a lot of videos daily, so it's been really great and awesome. Kind of just, I like watching the numbers and seeing how they're going up as time goes on. Certain videos do certain things, and so it's very interesting to see what's going on. So if you guys have any video recommendations that you want me to make, if you want me to go a little bit more in depth on things, if you guys want me to cover a different subject whatsoever, drop it down in the comments down below. I'll be checking it for the next couple of days, seeing what you guys respond with, and maybe I'll make a video on it. So anyways, smash the like button, and like always, I'm uploading YouTube every day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.